So I just finished watching Hamster and Gretel episode 4 for A being Choo Choo Bang Bang, which I gotta say, made me think of Choo Choo Bang Bang just from the title, not really from the plot, but still the title. And then for B, La Ballad of la Cebolla. I'm not that great at my Spanish, but I feel like, you have every word except for the of in Spanish. Why not just make it all in Spanish? I'm just saying. But anyhow, let's actually talk about the episodes and not about the episode titles. So Choo Choo Bang Bang is basically is a cheerleading episode. Cheerleaders are committing crimes. And turns out it was the coach hypnotizing them. And of course the hero of the episode is Fred. Again, just like with Coach Slave, she's the one who figures out the way of solving the mystery. That's 2 episodes in a row. Kind of interesting. But what we do find out about her, she can't smile. She doesn't like smiling. She can pretend, but she doesn't like doing it. But probably the most hilarious gag in the entire episode is the fact that at the very end, she gets out of her disguise, which is literally a cheerleader bodysuit that she was wearing over her normal clothes. Which is just hilarious. But you know what? She's actually good at doing the techniques. Just, she's not there. I don't say she's not there mentally, but rather she doesn't get enjoyment out of cheerleading or that kind of stuff. Which, given her personality, makes sense. She's a bit more cynical than some of the other characters. But also, cheerleaders are stereotypically, especially in American media, very upbeat. So it makes sense that a character who's not upbeat wouldn't be that into cheerleading. I'm just saying. But it was a pretty hilarious episode. And then, of course, for B, La Ballad of la Cebolla is basically a onion-themed supervillain who's mad that she got written off of a terrible Spanish soap opera. I'm specifically putting that in because if I remember correctly, it was Fresca de Amor. I'm not sure how to... I know that means of love, I just don't know what the first one meant. I haven't used what I learned in Spanish class in several years, so yeah, my vocabulary is es muy terrible. That's like one of the few things I can remember how to say. But yeah, so it was mainly Fred and Hamster who defeat her, not Gretel. Gretel does help, of course, but it's just kind of hilarious. But the important part of this episode is I think it will set up what might be the overarching narrative. Something to do with the aliens granting powers to random humans. And because this is the 3rd occurrence that we know for sure. Obviously, Hamster and Gretel being told to use it for good. But then we had the superhero villain twins from superhero sibling rivalry that we saw get their powers at the end of episode 1. And now here's another character who's gotten powers from the same aliens. One of which is, of course, voiced by Dan Povenmire. Why am I tripping over his name all of a sudden? I honestly don't know why that is happening now. But Dan Povenmire. So one of the aliens is voiced by him, but they mention experiment. So I do find that kind of interesting. So they're doing some kind of experimentation on humans by granting them superpowers. Interesting how this develops, but like I said, I think this is setting it up. Oh, and I forgot another thing for a Choo Choo Bang Bang. Another kind of hilarious thing is they acknowledge the you know how in the original Batman 1960s series starring Adam West, that whenever Batman and Robin would be punching the villains or vice versa, something like bow, bang, pow, something like that will appear on the screen so you don't actually see the punch. Well, it's somewhat like that in So Far in Hamster and Gretel. Things like when Hamster is about to do a punch, a text will appear on the screen announcing her punch, something like, superhero punch or whatever it is. This is the first episode where the characters acknowledge it, so they're not just for us, the audience. These actually exist in universe. There was a few jokes in 1-2 songs that also did that, which, okay, makes sense in the songs, but don't take everything visually in the song, as being exactly what's happening. But the characters not in the song are acknowledging these now. And literally Gretel literally says, I don't know where they come from. And then at the end of 4A, she's like, oh, sorry, I left that there. What's going on with those texts? Is that going to be part of the overarching narrative somehow too? I honestly don't know. But overall, I did think this was a pretty enjoyable episode. So that's where I'm going to conclude this review. I hope to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below, but I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like, upvote, and share the video. Also consider subscribing and following the channel if you haven't done so yet, and to ring that bell on YouTube to get notified of when new videos release. The link tree in the description links to all my social media. Check it out if you are interested, and once again, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the force be with you, always.